Whoa,
and they go with the Malfurion.
Yeah, that's I did not expect the Malf. I was really feeling Brightwing myself, just knowing how much Akaface does play that hero in the pairing with Tassadar. There's a lot of control of those two combined.
Yeah, and I actually like that call from Tempo to decide to not take that skirmish and lane it out a little bit. I do think they failed to stop the rotation from Malfurion and ETC to the bottom half of the map, and it made them, it struggled a little bit. They do, you see, walk away with a smidge of a lead here when it comes to experience. I'm pushing the upper half. Look at this damage here. The Nature's Calling just eating at it. So they are going to hit 10 advantage here, but whether or not they're going to continue to push with John Cena at the keep wall is going to be really questionable here from Tempo. It will help them a little bit because they do have, again, that Nature's Calling, the wave clear, but realistically, past that front wall, they're not going to get much more, and I'm afraid they might overextend. Sieging into a Stitches is very difficult, Jake. Little risky for Tempo. They haven't hit their power spike yet.
I mean, you got to think about Force Wall, Mosh Pit, Putrid Battle. There's so much control on the side of Panda Global, but we do see Srey in the front line really just buying all the damage for the team. Big Blast Shield, VP goes down, and they're focusing on Beacon. Beacon falls before the train can keep him alive. Akaface now being chased by Soldier in the back. The huge damage from the poison, but the tranquility is sufficient. A two-man Mosh buying the healer out of the fight, so no heals there on the side of Ziggs, and go for the throat goes in, but it's not quite enough. Big Impact is overcommitted to the Hammer of Justice. Will not be enough as the heal comes out from Akaface at the last moment, and they secure themselves the kill. Skeletal Defenders very even, 35-31. It's anyone's game for this Punisher. Superior control of the position right now by Panda Global, but the poke from Lunara trying to move them down. A big Mosh interrupted very quickly. One more needed for Tempo, and Tempo secures it. Now Panda Global is very overextended as John Cena could jump in. The Maw onto a single target. Psalm is getting burst. He falls. Goku in the front. The Trank has been popped. The pull-in from the Condemned. But Akaface is falling. But the Force Wall does close them out.
Oh, the nice ice block there, but will it be enough? It will. He will walk away.
It's going to be a big open playing field. But the hook on KO, the big initiation is forcing out the Divine Shield. Just a single VP target on Malfurion, not the big value they want. And that is a big trade here in favor of Panda Global. Initiating with the power slide. B-Kid is very low. The Tranquility is not enough to save him. And the Maw connected. No one but forcing ETC back into position. The body blocks are critical, but that Tranquility is paying off for Panda Global.
Absolutely, the Tranquility. The Mosh is going to come out, secure two people here, Jake. They might be going down here. Srey is going to be struggling. Bambi there is going to go down to the backside of the field there, and then Zeratul as well. Goku's going to die out. Srey is trying to get out of the situation as best as they possibly can, and surviving through that Tranquility again.
Khazra camp on the right side of the map. Didn't find them, but now it just does find them. But it's a little bit late. We do see the Iron Skin used very early for Srey, trying to keep this alive. Ice Block and Tranquility both being popped incredibly prematurely in this battle, and they can just disengage from here.
Absolutely, and then they're going to wait for the prime example of prime situation to re-engage. Void Prison, wait for it. Goku is going for it, but he risked it.
He's getting stunned. The VP on 3 targets. Is it enough? D-Shield to get him out. 2 heroics have been spent. Stitches popping the future battle in the back. I hear them yelling. Goku's able to blink away, and a big Maw on the mouth to deny those heals. But can they get a target in time? Goku flies on in. The heals from Akaface, and he gets picked off early. A huge start by Panda Global. Soldier getting it very low, but the shrink rate is there on Big Impact, denying him his juicy target, Bambi. Force Ball just onto Srey. Not enough to burn him down, but the power slide does connect. But he has to immediately back on out.
He's going to get caught out one more time here. How well Tempo Storm's going to be able to respond here? They're not actually, they're going to delay. They're going for core.
Oh my goodness. Now Srey, even if he is indestructible here, his life is just about forfeit. The body blocks are massive, but he is buying so much time for the team. Meanwhile,
keep in mind,
Tempo Storm has entered the base of Panda Global,
and
they are going on the core. A 5-man Hearth. They're going in. VP, like you said, to
they're going to VP when they get back.
Oh my goodness. The core has lost its shield. The VP on 2 targets. Stitches gets the hook in. So that is a nice small victory. They're using Force Wall to push them back. Has Tempo thrown.
There it is.
Oh, the Maw on 2 targets. The core is down to 35%. Tempo Storm has taken game number 1.
Tempo Storm walks away with an insane backdoor decision there with the delay coming from Srey. That was absolutely phenomenal on their side. I can't believe they were able to do that. That was really well done. We're going to watch her come in and play here. Well, can we get the reset is the real question here.
Her debut on an official ESL Blizzard broadcast, my friend. That's it's going to be very exciting now, of course.
Meanwhile, Goku in the bottom lane. Let's go. Miranda getting the flank. The dog saving him, dodging the stun here. Is it going to be enough? No. He will barely go down outside of the Tranquility. Not going to be as effective. Keep in mind, though.
No, KO getting picked way off. 15 gems on the ground, but Goku able to trade it. This beautiful collapse from Panda Global not paying off as Tempo has a quick rotation. Srey taking a bit of damage in the back, but B-Kid, his life is forfeit.
The problem is the Tempo's losing a lot of XP, and not only that, a little bit of the turn-in there on the upper half of the map.
Man.
They do go 1 for 1, but they lose the turn-in for that sake, and a little bit of XP on the side of Tempo. Soldier just throwing out skill shots, man.
The Blizzard crashing down, doing a good bit of damage, and actually the Bless Shield used very early here from Sray. No follow-up from Tempo. The Force Wall, though, is locking B-Kid back. We see the Shadow Stalk trying to keep them up. Stormbolt and the Lunar Flare, so Thrall goes down early. No Sundering. Oh, Sundering was cast in this fight, and we do see a 3-man Maw. Absolutely huge. The follow-up, we see the Force Wall has been cast, trying to get them locked in. KO's going to end up falling here. Ziggs is very low in the top. The Dwarf Toss and the Stormbolt do connect, and that is a 3-for-0 for Panda Global.
Keep in mind, when the Sunder comes out, Sunder and Trank at the same time, if they force this fight all at once, they might stand a chance, but 16's almost reached.
Goku caught out of position. Lunar Flare connect. Tranquility way too late, and no Sundering cast. The Roots will do absolutely nothing, and Tempo Storm is in a terrible position. The Ice Block is keeping Ziggs up for a moment, but it's just a temporary sustain as he will get blown up very quickly here. Trying to slip on into the shadows, but the Stormbolt and Psystorm are just too much, and KO will fall as well. Panda Global, with the patience, takes a huge fight, dropping a lot of gems off Tempo. Try to turn in, but B-Kid is just waiting. Stormbolt in. The focus going down onto Lunar, but we do see that spell block really paying off, sustained through the damage, and Sray drops all of the gems. This is just chaotic. Panda Global initiating hard onto Ziggs. The Stormbolt there. They're flanking Goku in the back line, but he's way out of position. The Shadow Stalk is keeping them up. The 61 gems, sure, they were picked up, but now they're going to fall to the poison of Lunara, and she's going to burn him down, and Panda Global in a position to end the game.
Yeah, there's going to be a situation where they're going to decide to either move through the upper half of the map and try and rush the core. They are going to, okay, they're going to go through the upper half there.
Panda Global will be taking us to a game number 3, taking out Tempo Storm in game 2 here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. GG.
I mean, phenomenal play coming out from Panda Global. Honestly, they did a lot of things really, really right there when it came to that game.
But great. Triple melee in theory.
Great main. No
with
Lunara.
With the lone support Tassadar.
They just, I 100% expected Lunar
wow.
coming in. Yeah, so that's the European/Korean meta that I was kind of talking about a little bit coming into play. Sure. Sray is blinding, actually, to make sure that that doesn't happen. Getting the pull really well done in his part. Whether or not Tempo's going to be able to make it happen, though, I don't think that's going to be the case here, Jake. I think,
oh, my goodness. They actually managed to barely clutch it out on the side of Panda Global. During the second phase, we actually have Panda Global in position first, so it's going to be very close here.
Yeah, and this is a situation where Panda Global knows that they aren't going to be able to win this, and they're totally okay with it. All they're doing is lowering the shield so it doesn't totally punish them, because they feel like they do well in the later half of the game. So they're in a situation where they have all the ability to force the engage here, and you see it right now.
Oh, the Sundering does go out, but the Maw buying some space. It's just connecting on one target, but forcing them back. Force Wall locking them in the backside. They're collapsing onto KO, and Zagara goes down. Will Goku be able to retreat? It looks like the rest of the team is getting out.
The Hyperion is going to secure it there, and this is going to be a huge fight here, Jake. Sorry, I was trying to calculate if that's going to happen. Goku, give me more coming into play there, and a huge reset.
The beautiful knockout, the damage from that Li Ming is just shredding through the team. Big Impact does manage to dodge the magic missiles, but that is going to be another immortal for Tempo Storm.
Goku trying to survive here, but the flank coming from above.
They got Sundering, they got VP, and they have the double flank coming out here from Panda Global. Tempo Storm trying to get out. Not a very good VP or Sundering, but they do seclude onto Ziggs. They take out the medic, and Tempo Storm just needs to retreat from here. So, well worth the heroic cast.
But it's to what end? Look at their keep. Was that really worth it? Congratulations, you killed a medic. But what did you actually gain in that situation? That keep is now going to be a chokehold point at all points of the game. So now they have the full commit, but it's one of those situations where it doesn't matter. Now guess what? That's going to be poking the entire game again. B-Kid is looking to try and make something happen here. Ziggs playing very, very safe. Saw him all the way behind, but Ziggs is isolated.
Two things to point out. We have Bullseye there, the big stun from Reynad, forces out the Sundering, and we see KO getting burned down very quickly, but not before landing a 2-man Maw. This gives Big Impact a big dire situation to back on away, and he uses that cleave to back up. VP used defensively. No follow-up, and B-Kid will be secluded and blown up from the medic grenade.
That's a 1 death for 1 there. The Hyperion was used so they don't have Siege to actually kill the core there. If they had that up, that might be an option here. They're looking for a couple of picks. The poke coming out wherever they can. That's 2 keep advantage and 16 tier advantage in favor of Tempo. They're posturing for a core here. This could be risky. There is no Void Prison to save them out here, so I guess they have the opportunity. They have really good siege, but it's all going to come down to if Ziggs is able to stay alive.
Think about the mirror ball. Think about the damage from that magic missile. They have to be so careful. Michael Udall dodging it. Sray popping that divine shield or the shield to stay alive. The Iron Skin, the core has fallen down to 70% health. Tempo Storm with the stim drone on Reynad. They're burning it very quickly. Have they ended it? Are they going to defeat Panda Global here?
I think
they have it, Dreadnought. Tempo Storm wins on game number 3 and will advance to the upper bracket finals in the group stage.
Absolutely, that was really well done. Trying to wait for that Tassadar shield there as best as they possibly could to try and secure the fact that they weren't going to lose that game there. Panda Global, though, I mean, Tempostorm making a really decisive and a little bit of maybe a risky call there at the end there. They pull away the win, but a lot of it came down to the fact that notice how nobody got on Ziggs.
Well, I have one more question because I was sitting over here kind of listening in on your comms. I heard Zix say, guys, we need to win this game because if I don't become famous in HotS, I won't get to meet Taylor Swift. Can you tell us about the plan that Zix has to meet Taylor Swift, or are you guys working together for that goal for him? Is that something that's really important?
I mean, for him, it seems something that he's really dedicated to. Yeah. He likes to play Taylor Swift songs when we're trying to scrim. It can be distracting. He likes the gifs, the images. So, I mean, it's really a group effort just for him. You know,
KO taking a ton of damage, and Zix does not have a heal anywhere in sight. The poison might finish him off, and yes, it does. But in the back, Raffle also falling.